Hey everyone, it's the chaplain here coming to you from my mobile command center, aka my basement. So it is UK and France in round 7, and before I did that, I wanted to share something with you. Let me clear off some of these dead units. I had a phone call with Greg last night. We had a chat about the current state of affairs. And here's what we're going to do. I am not going to make any purchases right now as France or the UK. What I'm going to do is I'm just doing an attack, a coordinated effort. So the French will send through the sea zones. If they survive, they'll attack the German fleet, which I know is suicide. Then, that's the only French move that really matters. On the British turn, the British will send their fleet and a landing force to Berlin. So let's go to, let me see if I can get this. I love how a lot of you guys are able to put these dice trays in your viewfinder. I just wish I had a better system here. All right, let me see if I zoom out. All right, so French cruiser in Sea Zone 10 against a mine is a miss. French cruiser in Sea Zone 11 against a mine is a miss, so he makes it there. French battleship in Sea Zone 10 against a mine is a miss. Sea Zone 11 battleship is a miss. So the battleship and cruiser make it. So I have 1 at 3 and 1 at 4. There's my 3, it's a miss. There's my 4, it's a miss. The Germans have 4 submarines at 2. There is 1 hit. I'll take it on the battleship. They have 2 cruisers at 3. There are 2 more hits. That is the French Navy gone. Well, that was easy. All right. So now the British have 3 submarines, 3 cruisers, and a battleship, and then all the transports. So let me try to clear out the sea zone first. 3 submarines in Sea Zone 10. 1 is lost. 2 submarines into Sea Zone 11. Safe. 3 British cruisers into Sea Zone 10. 1 is lost. Garbage. 2 British cruisers into Sea Zone 11. Alright, so I'll take 1 of them off. 1 British battleship in Sea Zone 10. That's a miss. And battleship in Sea Zone 11 is a hit. Are you kidding me? Alright. I have 2 at 2 for my subs. 1 hit. 2 at 3 for my cruisers. 1 more hit. And 1 at 4 for my battleship. That is a miss. It's a 5. You can't see it. Sorry. So that's 2 hits. I'm assuming he'll take them on his battleships. So 1, 2. But he has defending 4 submarines. 2. There's 1, 2, 3 hits. All right. This is suicide. I knew that going into this. The British Navy is failing horribly here. 2 cruisers. 1 more hit. And then 3 battleships. All right, so I can't even clear out the Navy, and there was hits there. So my landing force gets sunk, and guys, the Allies are going to concede this game, and here's why. Here is the largest contributing factor to the fail of the Allies in this game. Money. Austria-Hungary is making 48. Germany is currently at 47. France just lost out big in the Ruhr, which I knew would happen. Greg set a trap for me to go in there, and I saw it, and I took the bait thinking I could do something amazing with it, but instead, poor timing and poor planning and, poor game played by me. But it is okay. I do love this game. It is a lot of fun. I'm just going to point out a couple of things that happened in this game, and then I'm going to pack it up. We're going to play another game. I don't know if it'll be 1914 next, but we'll see. So, here, scoot back a little. You see all of those Central Powers markers in Africa. Absolutely ridiculous. He has 8 infantry in Belgian Congo. He could have and should have, if the game had persisted, made a huge run on Africa. The Ottomans could have cleared it out. The Brits made a good push into the Ottoman Empire, but there's no way I could have taken Constantinople. Sorry for the bump there. He's got 16 infantry and 4 artillery. I've got planes. Sorry, this plane was back here. Planes that could reach. And with the Russian Revolution happening, this isn't Russian anymore, it's British. Anyway, so there was a lot of that. We did realize that the Russian Revolution had occurred. We had 3 zones adjacent to Moscow that were Central Powers controlled, and I still owned Moscow. And then there's one other Russian territory that's not bordering Moscow. That would be Poland. That's Central Powers controlled. So the conditions were set. We just missed it. So that kind of retroactively helped Greg make his decision-making process easier. The Americans were too little, too late. I decided to send back. Let me zoom in here. I decided to send back these transports to go back and pick up more guys. What I should have done with my American landing force, and I apologize for the knocking and bumping around. Apparently, an animal was on my table. What I should have done was picked these guys up and landed them in Kiel or taken Holland or something. So long story short, poor play by me. This is my concession speech. I, the chaplain, am hereby in this middle of 7-round game of 1914 conceding victory to my opponent, Greg. Dude, you played a heck of a game. We were talking last night on the phone, like I mentioned earlier, and honestly, he kicked my butt. He outplayed me. He consolidated his forces, which we talked was a huge contributing factor to his victory. We talked about the fact that he was able to, honestly, his dice, so he was able to score about a little over 2 kills for every one of mine. So I would hit him 3 times, he would hit me 7 times. It didn't matter who was attacking, it didn't matter who was defending. He kicked my butt, which is fine. I mean, it's a game. It's a lot of fun. Oh no, colorblind Bob trying to figure this. I think they're all Turks. But anyway, it was a good game. I definitely had a lot of fun. I would definitely play again with Greg. He was a great opponent. If you guys followed the game, I want you to chime in. I know we have a couple people that have been chiming in already with some thoughts and corrections, because I am not a professional 1914 player and the rule book is straight garbage. If you've never played 1914, it is a lot of fun. However, I would suggest you read through the rule book with your lawyer to help you discern and figure out some of these rules. Some of them were just horribly constructed. The language was just impossible to understand, and we had a couple disagreements, but we're both adults, and so we were able to come up with an amicable solution. But anyway, I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me clean up the board. I just figured I'd get it started. While I concluded this video, again, I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. Leave a comment or like, subscribe if you like these videos. Leave a comment about what game you think we should play next, which game you'd like for us to play next, or at least like to watch. But Greg, I think that we could make 1940 Pacific work. Neither one of us has a table big enough to house the full G40 game. However, we could both make Europe or Pacific work, and I think Pacific would be great. I don't know how you feel about that. I know that you're kind of partial to Europe, which is fine. I'm partial to Pacific. We could flip a coin. We could play both. I don't care. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off here and let you guys go back to your evenings. This is the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.